Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope everybody is having an excellent Monday. It is go time, y'all. It is go time. It is time to make money. It is time to build abundance. It is time to live the right life. It is time, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. It is time to build the abundance, right? This morning we prayed and we believed for the abundance, but guess what? Faith without works is dead, so it's time to do the work. Good morning, Miss J. Good morning, Nice Soul Purpose. Thanks for inviting followers. Thank you, Miss J, for inviting followers. Good morning, Amber. If you could share this scope, this is about really cashing in on the abundance that God has for you. Somebody say amen. Thank you, Jive Juice, for inviting followers. Felicia for sharing on Twitter. Success for my soul. Thank you for following for me from Cynthia Scope. I shouted her out. If you're not following the smart chick, make sure you follow her. Her name is in the title of the scope. Good morning, A. Davis. Thank you, Chiquita, for sharing. Carla for inviting followers. Shelly for sharing on Twitter. Good morning, Miss Tequila Coach. I saw you with them oranges last night, Coach. Thank you, Sharon, for sharing on Twitter. Happy Mary Fit for sharing. Good morning, Andrina. Good morning, Amber. And good morning, Booney. I saw you on Precious Scope. Thank you for coming. Good morning, Miss LT. Ooh, they not ready. They're not ready. So when you ask God for something, y'all better keep sharing this scope. When you ask God for something, then you got to be ready to do the work that's going to bring you what you've asked God for. Somebody say amen. Thank you, Miss LC75, for sharing on Twitter. Kanina for sharing on Twitter. And I just left Cynthia Scope. She said I blessed her this morning. But, thank you so much, J Innovations. But she blessed me just now. And she gave me, hey, DC the comedian, she gave me a word. And that word is urgent. Somebody say urgent. Somebody say urgent. Somebody say, all right, Adrian, you going to give me the name back? I'm just going to say Regina's sister. No, but I'm going to go back and look for it. Sharon, I'm looking forward to that. Somebody say urgent. Somebody say urgent. Good morning, Coach Lila. Thank you for sharing on Twitter, Booney. Somebody say urgent. Because, see, that's how we got to approach this life, with a sense of urgency. And I had to make sure I shouted out Cynthia with her beautiful self. Good morning, Eb. Thank you, Coach Lila, for inviting followers. Hey, Loving Me LDG. If you're new to this scope, tell me your name and where you're coming in from. Hey, Mercy Raps. My name is Danielle Patterson Winningham, former. See, had I not had a sense of urgency, I would still be a vice president at Chase. But I had a sense of urgency about leaving that job and doing what I do full time. And so now I'm former, right? Hey, Jessica. Hey, DKJ. Love spending time with you this weekend. Can't wait till May so I can see all of you. But here's the thing. I had to go from wanting to executing. And I had to have a sense of urgency about it. See, what you have to realize, hey, Sheila, good morning, sis, is that nobody is going to have a sense of urgency about your life like you do. God has already provided. Good morning, Daphne. He's already provided the where, the when, the who, the how. But you got to have a sense of urgency. Good morning, Miss Feisty. Hey, Nancy. Okay, J Innovations, that's Nancy. I got to remember. I got to try to keep up with these pseudo names and these government names. Thank you, Jessica, for sharing on Twitter. Oh, okay, great. Thank you, Miss Feisty. You're going to love it here. Oh, I hope it blesses your life. Good morning, Miss Celestine. Good morning, Debbie Griggs. Do you have a sense of urgency? See, yesterday I wasn't feeling good. You know, I've been traveling. I was kind of tired. But guess what? I had to get up and do some stuff. You know, first I had to get up and spend time in God's face. Then I had to get up and do some stuff that was going to propel me forward in my business. See, your government name is Tisha. I got to remember that. Loving Me. And that's important to me. Remembering your name is important. Remembering your goals, remembering your life aspirations. That's important to me. Thank you guys for the hearts. If you want to keep up with what we're doing, ain't nothing wrong with the men. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you want to keep up with what we're doing. If you can text wealthy to 77948 and you'll get updates, or you can send me a friend request on Facebook. When you do, just make sure you send me a message so that I can get you in. But listen, I'm so excited. Today is February 1st. Somebody say do-over. Thank you, Jordan, for, hey, Brother Jordan, thank you for inviting followers. Somebody say do-over. Text the word wealthy to 77948. Somebody put it on the screen for me. Somebody say do-over. Do you know what I love about a new month? Yes, you went out there, Shelly. Shelly say reset. That's right, do-over. You know what I love about a new month? Is a new month, I treat every new month like a new year. Thank you, Z. Wealthy to 77948. I treat every new month like a new year, because every new month is a do-over. Number one, I'm still here. I'm still here. So God must have something for me to do, right? And so I treat every new month like a new year. When the new month comes, like my kids be clapping and talking, I'm so excited about February, because what I didn't get to do in January, I can do in February, right? I'm still here. So he's given me another opportunity. Somebody say chance. He's given me another chance, but at some point I've got to do. I can't keep wishing. I can't keep wanting. I can't keep dreaming. At some point I've got to execute. I've got to activate. I've got to do. And guess what? We spend more time sometimes in the worry place than we do in the doing place. We've got to shift that. Somebody say shift. Somebody, yes, act. Yes, prayer this morning was good, Jordan. Jordan. If you guys, if you believe in the Lord, go back and watch my motivational word from this morning. And I'm going to just give you a snippet of it, Jordan, because I love you. It says, follow me one step at a time. That is all I require of you. In fact, it is the only way to move through this space-time world. You see huge mountains looming, and you start wondering how you're going to scale those heights. Meanwhile, because you're not looking where you're going, you stumble on the easy path where I am leading you now. As I help you back to your feet, you tell me how worried you are about the cliffs up ahead, but you don't know what will happen today, much less tomorrow. The word is keep your eye on him. I sat last night and I did my plan of action for February. And when I got finished, it was about 2 pages for one of my businesses and 2 pages for the other business. And I said, my God. And then I said, well, oh, my God, because he can do what I can't do. You understand what I'm saying? But today we're talking about what your job is. You want to go back and see what God's going to do for you? Make sure you check out my scope from this morning. But right now, guess what he said? He said faith without works is dead. So we already covered the faith part this morning. We know that whatever we're believing in, what's God going to do? That's right. He's going to do what he said he's going to do. He's not a man that he should lie. And so he's already called out our abundance. Now, it's time for us to get to work. It's time for us to take action now. So number one, I borrowed it from Cynthia. She said urgent. I said, man, do we act with a sense of urgency? Yes, that's what I was. No, not a problem. I was talking about the scope this morning, and that God has already promised us abundance, but we got to do our part too. So check out the scope this morning on faith. But number one is, do we act with a sense of urgency? It's time to make money. Urgent is a great word. Urgent, urgent, urgent. Everything should be urgent as it relates to living your best life. It's not just about the money. It's not just, hey, baby, how you doing? It's not just about the lifestyle. It's more so about, are you living to your best every day? Are you living to your best every single day of the week? Every single day of the week. And if the answer is no, then you need to get urgent about living your best. We talked this morning about mindset too. So make sure you go back and watch that scope. Number one of the things that keeps us from acting urgently, right? So if we want to be urgent about living our best, We got to have time to do it. How many of you say, I don't have time to fill in the blank? I don't have time to expand my business. I don't have time to grow my business. I don't have time to make more money. I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to do that. How many of you say that time is your reason? Time is holding you back. Time is holding you hostage. Even though you know the time is now, you got life getting in the way of you doing so. How many of you, time is your opportunity area? Just say me. Because time is a real thing. Good morning, Fatima, again. Time is a real thing. Time is a real thing. See, your time is your money. And if you can't beat that time trap, then unfortunately, you're going to continue to struggle with the money. But I tell you this, time is the great equalizer. Time is irrespective of who you are. Time is irrespective of title. Time doesn't care if you're Donald Trump, Oprah Winfrey, or me. So if they have time to get it done, why don't we have time to get it done? And more often than not, we don't know the things, right? We don't know the structure. We don't know the form to be able to create a balanced life. We're so busy doing the wrong things that we don't have time to do the right things. That's what I'm about to tell them about, Coach Lila. We all given the same 24 hours. I did a class this weekend called Get the F Out. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. Fear is real. And if you don't get the F out, which is fear, you can't show the F up, which the F up is your family, your future, your finances. So you got to get out. You got to get out. I think it was an awesome class. I'm doing it again Tuesday night. I'm going to give you the link. Act with a sense of urgency. It's a $26 class. I promise you, you're going to bless yourself $2,600, if not more. Yes, it's time to do. It is time to execute. And we cannot continue to allow time to be the difference, because you know why? My time is my money. And that's a major key. Boy, look, my kids put me on DJ Khaled. They put me on, and yes, urgency is a major key. That is a major key to building the life that you desire. It could either be your life or it could be somebody else's life, but you're building something. Somebody say amen. When you're going to that job every day, you're building somebody else's life and somebody else's livelihood. When you strike out in your business, then you're building your life and your livelihood. Yes, you have urgency at your job. There's not a person that I've met that does not have urgency at their job. But when it comes to yourself, you're falling down. You can't show the F up. You can't show the F up in your finances. You can't show the F up in your family. You can't show the F up in your future. You can't show the F up. You can't show the F up in your fitness. You can't show the F up in your fun. You're just going through life. And it's time to shift that, because your time is your money. Get the F out tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., $26. The link to sign up, and matter of fact, the link to everything I have coming up next, because this is the sense of urgency. We're going to get it in. We're going to find $26. We're going to show up in class. I want 100 people on this call tomorrow night, because I know 100 people need to get the F out so they can show the F up. And F is fear, fatigue. We're doing the wrong things at the wrong time, and it's not getting us anywhere. So the link, and y'all put it on the screen for me, is bit.ly/what's next with DW, all caps, all capital, bit.ly, what's next with DW. Even though the class says January 30th, which was Saturday, we're doing it tomorrow night at 7:30. You sign up. My team's going to get you the information. You cannot keep missing out. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Tabitha. You got my friend request, Tabitha? You cannot keep missing out on money because you can't manage your time. It's what's next with DW. bit.ly. What's next with DW? You almost got it, Amber. You missed that with that E. That's all right. Thank you, sis, for trying. So When it's all said and done, number one is, do you have the time, and are you using your time in the right places? And if your answer is no, if you feel like you're doing a lot of the wrong things at the wrong time, say me, or you even feel torn. You know what I'm saying? It seems like when we get on that journey to living our best life, when we get on that journey to follow our dreams, it's like all of these other things suddenly crop up. If it's ever happened to you, say me. And so, yes, you can't. And so, you know, Carla, procrastination is still fear. Procrastination is fear. Thank you, Jacinda. Welcome back, sweetie. Procrastination is just fear with a mask on. Somebody say that. Time management skills is just fear with a mask on. Y'all, are y'all hearing me? If you're struggling with manage your time, people find time to do the things that are important to them. See, you got to watch fear, because fear will put a different face on you. Procrastination is absolutely fear. Procrastination is absolutely fear. When you struggle to get the right things done, especially if you know what the right things are, that's fear with a mask on. So you got to rip the mask off fear. You got to recognize what it is. Fear is a chameleon. Because, see, nobody wants to admit to being chicken. Nobody wants to admit to being afraid. And so fear masks itself in all of these different things. How many of you have been so busy at your job that you can't get your business done? See, that's fear. That's fear with a mask on. How many of you have been so busy with your kids or so busy with your family that you can't work on your business? See, that's fear too, with a mask on. See, how many of you have got caught up in the latest family emergency and it took you off your path? Say me, because that's just fear with a mask on. You can't tell me. You can't, all right, see, lady sis, you can't tell me that Oprah don't have family emergencies. You can't tell me Bill Gates don't have family emergencies. And Donald Trump got a big family. See, life happens to everybody. The word for the other day said, in this world, you will have trouble. So every time you have trouble, you're going to derail your dreams and your aspirations. You can't do it. You've got to find a way to push through. And if time is masquerading as fear for you, I want you to act with a sense of urgency. Go out there to that link, enroll in the class for $26. You can't beat it. I shouldn't have to beat you over the head for $26. I got courses that cost $2,600. I might have to beat you over the head for that one, but not $26. $26 is just me saying, invest something in yourself. Sow a seed in yourself so I can sow a seed into you. And the people on that course that was on that course Saturday will tell you they got thousands of dollars of tips and techniques. These are the things that help me manage multiple six-figure businesses. So you got to stop playing. If you're already enrolled in one of my current courses, guess what? You get to come Tuesday for $16. Y'all need to quit playing with your time, because everybody has the same amount of time. So that's number one that's keeping you from making your money. It's time. Number two, are you charging enough? Oh, don't hang up. Don't drop off now. Don't get mad. Don't stop tapping for hearts. Are you charging enough for your time? Somebody please say it's me. If I just stepped on your big toe, if I just almost broke your foot, please somebody, I see all the colors of the hearts. Somebody knows I'm talking to them. Somebody knows I just called them out. Somebody knows that they're working for much less than they should be. Somebody knows their stuff is underpriced. Somebody out there knows that their money is in somebody else's pocket because they don't know how to ask for it. They don't know how to price their products and services. They don't know how to do that good math. See, God does that good math. God does multiplication and addition. See, we do the bad math. We do division and subtraction. So you got to get on that God algebra. So he can, you got to get on that God algebra so that you can be adding and multiplying instead of, yeah, but I use you all the time. Gary, yeah, we heard it all before. I want that friends and family discount. I want that. Girl, you my partner discount. Girl, your price is too high. Boy, you know you ought to be shaming yourself. Ooh, this store here is highway robbery. Come on now, we've heard it all before. Thinking you go, there you go, Heaven Drew. Thinking you're going to lose customers when in fact, J Innovations is Nancy. I got to get it right. When in fact, right, we go to church together. Yes, baby. Let me tell you something. If you're tired of not charging your worth, Thursday night, I'm doing a 2-hour presentation and a 1-hour Q&A. Anybody in here been in my Q&As before? Say they the truth. Just say truth. If you've ever been to one of my Q&As, just say truth, because you know my Q&As are the truth. If you've been to my Q&As before and you know I'm going to answer your question and your problem and we're going to get to the root of what's keeping you back, somebody say truth. Yes, $1 million answers. The class is $49. If you know you can't go another year, undercharging, undervaluing the gifts that God gave you and trusting in you, even in the parable of the talents, he said what? He said, take what I give you and go out there and do that good math on it. Add to it and multiply. But we get so caught up in emotions and relationships. I know I'm jumping on a whole bunch of people's toes, because I tell you what I tell you, Daphne, when I met you, I said your prices. First I bought all the stuff I wanted. You understand what I'm saying? Then I told her your prices are too low. I've done it before. Do not continuing to not understand how to charge your worth. It's a science. Once you know it, the class is $49. It should be $4,000, because by the time you get finished, you're going to be able to add and multiply to your income and your revenue, instead of letting folks come along and subtract and divide. You've got to stop. And it starts here. It ain't your product. It ain't your service. It's you. I'll tell you a story that I read in a book. I want to say it was The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel. Somebody say it's me while I'm telling this story. Somebody say it's me, and I need to do something about it, and I need to have a sense of urgency to do something about it. And the class that is Thursday night is for you if you want to charge your worth. It's on that same link, bit.ly, what's next with DW. Girl, it's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff, and that's part of it too. Is that we won't get outside of our comfort zone, because somebody somewhere will pay you. Somebody say somebody. Somebody somewhere will pay you your worth. Somebody somewhere. And if I have to turn over all the rocks to find them, I will turn over all the rocks to find them. Somebody somewhere has my abundance, and I need to go get it. What they say on that commercial is my money and I need it now. It's my money. God already told me it was mine. Somebody somewhere has got my abundance and I want it. So in the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, the lady owned a jewelry store, and she was consistently underpricing her products. She went on vacation and she left instructions for the workers in the jewelry store. Well, some kind of way they misread the instructions, and they were charging 35% more than what she normally charged. When she got back, she saw that sales had gone through the roof. That they had sold not only a record number dollar amount, because everything cost more, but they had sold a record number of pieces as well. You see, sometimes we're underpricing our products and services. The reason I'm pointing in my head is because you have to know you have a millionaire mind, and you have to know that somebody somewhere has your abundance, and you've got to stop compromising your gifts and talents, offering your gifts and talents for free or cheap. Because if you sell yourself short, the world will buy you short. If you sell yourself cheap, the world will buy you cheap. And however you got to where you are right now, you will not get away by yourself. If you could have changed your strategies and your methodologies and your practices by yourself, you would have changed them by now. So it's time to get some help. Let me help you change your mind, because that's the problem. What you were told by someone, what you saw someone else do, when somebody else got in your ear and whispered, oh girl, people will never buy it. That bad advice you got. It's time to change your mindsets, because somebody somewhere has your abundance and I want mine. I'm not stopping until I get it. I am 100% committed by any means necessary, whatever the cost. I have 3 caveats, right? My 3 rules. I got to push my pinky down. I have 3 rules. I will not do anything morally unsound. I will not do anything illegal, and I will follow the Lord always. 3. I won't do anything morally wrong. I'm not going to stab nobody in the back. I'm not going to give nobody nothing wrong. I'm going to always be true to who I am. Number 1, I'm not going to do anything illegal, because I don't like the concept, the idea of jail. I don't want to be locked up. It's not that serious. And number 3, I will follow the Lord always. I will not turn from him. Those are my 3 caveats. Barring those 3, I'm on a mission. And if you're on that mission too, you'll be on that class Tuesday if you know time management is your problem, or you'll be on that class Thursday if you know charging your worth is your problem. And if you know both of them are your problem, what's 26 and 49? Somebody help me with the math. You'll spend $75 to be in both of those classes. And do you know why? Because you're going to spend $75 on a fake purse. You can't even buy a fake purse for $75. A good fake? You can't buy that for $75. You can't get your hair done for $75. So you got to ask yourself, is it worth this $75 for me to change my mind? I just signed up for 3 different classes in the next 2 months, and I spent $1,000 signing up for them classes, 3 classes. So I'm telling you, invest $75 in yourself. You know, the level in which you invest in yourself is the level in which you move to the next level. Don't ever get it twisted. You need help. I know I need help shifting from the great 6 figures to the great 7 figures. So I'm going to get help by any means necessary. If you know you need that class Tuesday and Thursday, you'll be on that. Last but not least, do you have enough products to sell? See, when it's time to make money, you got to have something to sell. If they ain't got but $20, you got to have some. Y'all better get them hearts tapping. You got to have something to sell if they ain't got but $5. You got to have something to sell if they got $100. You got to have something to sell if they got $1,000 to spend. Whatever their price range is, you've got to have products and services that meet that price range. And if you don't, it's time to start building. Somebody say urgent. It's urgent. It's urgent. When I point out to people how many things they really know and how many products and services they really could develop and how much money they really could be making, they are always blown away. They are always blown away, because here you are. That's all the people that's going to say urgent, because this is urgent. This is urgent. If you're going to change your abundance this year, if you're going to change your mindset this year, if you're going to turn the corner to 6 or 7 figures this year, then it is urgent that you do something about it this year. This year. This year. Right now. It's got to be urgent. You got to move with a sense of urgency. Move as if your life depended on it. Why? Because it does. Now, right now, right now, right now, you need to look at yourself and say, self, are you going to move this time? Because see, God has given you 1,000,000 times to move. I know he gave me 1,000,000 times to move, and I didn't move. And he made it increasingly and increasingly uncomfortable for me because I did not move when he told me to move. God is like Luda. He's like Ludacris. When I move, you move. Just like that. So when he moves, you have to move. And you got to ask yourself, are you tired of living in this life that you created? And if you're just like that, when I move, you move. Just like that. And when you're tired of living in this life that you created, do y'all know why all these children are coming up as entrepreneurs, $1 million entrepreneurs nowadays? Do y'all know why? Because nobody has told them they can't do it yet. Nobody has told them they can't have $1 million yet. Nobody has told them that they can't earn that much money yet. See, they still, in their mind, they can do whatever they want to. Remember when you was little? In your mind, you could do whatever you want. No, he can rise us all up. We have been tainted. We have been tainted. Them children on MasterChef Junior, nobody told them they can't go in the kitchen and cook nothing. These children that are running these $1 million entrepreneur enterprises, nobody has spoiled them yet. See, the world has beat us down. I don't know about you, but all my life, I had to fight. All my life. And so everything I do is an exercise in fighting against what I've been taught, what I've been told, what I've been said I can do, what they said I couldn't do all my life. They said, you poor, you black, you're not going nowhere. You're not going to do nothing with your life. Ain't nobody going to listen to you. You too fat. You too dark. Come on now. I had to fight through all of that. Climb the corporate ladder. Become a vice president at Chase. Then you have to fight in your own business. All of the lies that the enemy is trying to get you to believe and see. So these little children, they don't see it, girl. You got to fight all my life. I'm just saying. These little children, they haven't heard that yet. They still la. I can achieve this. I can achieve this. And as long as they believe it, see, that's all God asks us to do. Is believe in the abundance of believe in him. And as long as we believe it, we're okay. So we've got to now do some work reprogramming our minds. Why do you think that lottery winners are broke within 4 to 5 years? Because you can get. Why do you think so many entertainers, so many athletes get those $1 million contracts, and as soon as the money is gone, that's right. There you go, Tabitha. If you have a poverty mindset, all the money in the world will not help you. So as a business coach, I realize that I can teach you all the tactics in the world to help you build an empire. But when it's all said and done, if we don't change our mindset, then all of that is for nothing. You can earn all the money in the world, but you won't keep it until you shift into a mindset that says, I deserve every bit of abundance that I have. I don't know if y'all hear me this morning. I don't know if anybody hears me this morning. It's February 1st. I'm feeling it. It's February 1st. I'm feeling it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to show you this junky desk, because this desk is junky. But I'm going to show y'all. This is my to-do list for Wealthy Sistas Network for the month of February. Do you see how long it is? And each and every one of these is its own project. I got to get books to the publisher. I got to write coaching programs for Marge. This is for my personal business. And each one of these is, I love MLMs, but I don't believe you should build an MLM. I believe you should use the MLM to build you. I don't believe in promoting for any company other than Danielle Patterson Winningham International and Wealthy Sistas Network. That's all I believe in promoting in. Why? Because those are my two companies. Now, I do believe in using MLMs to make money, but I don't believe in buying their stuff. I think some MLMs, their product is you. I'll give you an example. I know one MLM company, you got to pay them a $20 a month website fee. You got to buy at least $100 in products a month. So that's $120 a month that you have to spend with this company, even if you don't make a dime. And so if they have 5,000 distributors, hold on, let me get my calculator. Like Mud Dare say, cooking and cleaning. Let me get my calculator. If they have 5,000 representatives paying them $120 a month, carry the one, divided by 3. That's $60,000 a month if they don't sell any products at all. Now, this particular company that I'm speaking of, they have more than 5,000 representatives. They probably got close to 100,000 representatives, paying them $120 a month. That's $12 million that they're earning if they don't sell nothing. Don't be their biggest customer. I'm telling you, if you don't do nothing else, get on the calculator. I know everybody's not a mathematician. I'm not, even though when off your back. I know everybody's not a mathematician, but I had an accountability partner that was a senior executive at Disney before he became a senior executive at Chase. And he was a numbers person. And I said, well, Carlos, I'm not a numbers person. He said, but you have to be a numbers person. He said, just do as many numbers as you can stand. Right? So put your business on paper. Put it on the calculator. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. And so I started this thing, and everybody at my job, keep in mind, I'm a vice president at Chase. So the majority of my peers are vice presidents, senior vice presidents, and managing directors. But I am who I am regardless as to where I go. So I started this thing called Ghetto Math. Ghetto Math. And anytime we were in a meeting and numbers came up, I would do what was called Ghetto Math. Ghetto Math is not an exact math. Ghetto Math, I'm not trying to offend nobody because I'm from the bottom, right? So this is just my level of math. But what I mean by Ghetto Math is if something is 50% off, then, and I know it originally was $26, I know that 10% of 26 is $2.60. I know 2 times 5 is 10. So if it's $26, take $10 off. Do the best math you can, but don't avoid the math. Even when it comes to financial advisors and financial planners, when you have your money, your millions, you can't just ignore it and allow financial planners and financial advisors to run your money, because they'll do a TO on you. They will run your money into the ground. Y'all know what happened to Terrell Owens, right? He called his financial advisor one day. He got all this money he putting up. He called his financial advisor one day. Oh, boo, I'm always hiring. You might want to get on my payroll because I do have a team. But he called his financial advisor one day, and the financial advisor was like, your money is gone. If you ever read, Anthony Robbins has a book called 7 Habits. The Game of Money and How to Play It. And it's about 7 habits that you need to know in managing your money. But in that book, he said what financial planners say is that they made money and the company made money. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So financial planners are not planning. Financial planners may not necessarily have it in the plan for you to make money, which is why you got to manage your own money. Sense of urgency. You cannot allow strangers to manage your money full time without checking on them. You got to check up on them. Can I get an amen to that? When we get a lot of money, we feel the need to hand it out to other people, but you got to at least know how to check on your money, even if it's just high level math. It doesn't have to be intricate formulas. I gave you $50,000 last month. Why I only got $45,000? I think he had a tax issue, girl. There you go again. We got to handle our money. Hey, Jen Show. So let that be a lesson to you that regardless as to how much money you generate, pay your own. Girl, if Oprah says she signed every check, then we don't have any excuse. We don't have any excuse. So bottom line is everything starts here with your mindset. Last but not least, do you have your products and services in front of enough people? We've talked about time to make money. Number one, do you have time? Number two, are you charging enough? Number three, or do you have enough products on your shelf? Look at Walmart. We rode by Walmart the other day when we were coming back from out of town. They had at least 200 cars in the parking lot. And we had just passed another Walmart up the street. So I say that to say, do you have enough products, and are your products in front of enough people? If you don't know how to create multiple products, I want to see you in class on Wednesday. I got something for you too. Oh yeah, I'm in Texas. So, oh yeah, you saw the cup. Yes, girl, you got to go to Luby's to get your vegetables. I got to eat right in this season. I got to eat right. You got to get your vegetables in regardless. And so do you have enough products and services on your shelf? And if you don't, I can teach you. It's on that same link. It's $99 down, $26 a week. If you're coming from one of my other classes, it's only $26 a week. bit.ly, what's next with DW. And if you want to stay on top of what classes I got starting when, text Wealthy to 77948. Somebody put the link up for me. Text Wealthy to 77948. My plan is to grow this ministry into the thousands. Thank you, Tabitha, my new friend. And what does that do for you? I want to grow these relationships into the thousands, these connections into the thousands. How many of you know that it's a combination of what you know and who you know that takes you to the next level? Say me. It is a combination of what you know and who you know that takes you to the next level. It's not just what you know. And it's not just who you know. Hey, Redliff. It is a combination. Who's Redliff? Is that Felicia? Mickey. I got it wrote down there, girl, in the good book. So it's not just who you know, but it's a combination of who you know and what you know. And so, girl, I be trying to keep up. Now, y'all got to help me with the government names. Periscope should have let people just do their first name and their last name. That would have helped me out so much. I got most of y'all's names written in a notebook somewhere. There you go. That's a great way. That's a great way to use it, Myra. Anything that's off the backbone of your business is a great way to use an MLN. But if you don't have enough products on your shelf, books, webinars, you name it, everything is for sale, then I need to see you Wednesday. Hey, Tommy. Good morning, beautiful. I love your scope. Follow Tommy Norman, y'all. She's such a bright and beautiful individual. I love her. Follow Tommy. Put some more emojis up there so they can follow you. She is so sweet. I want to be sweet like that one day. I do. I'm not sweet. Y'all know I'm going to kick y'all. Hey, and follow the smart chick. I put her name in the title of the scope. This is who's going to get you fired up in the morning. She comes on and does a daily scope. I'm telling you, I was so fired up this morning. When I left, I was already like over the moon. But then you follow both of them already. But when I got off her scope and she gave me that one word, she said urgent. I said, that's what I've been trying to say. I said 75 words. But what I meant was, what had happened was, I meant to say urgent. I meant to say urgent. I meant to say make your life urgent. Work with a sense of urgency. And why is that important? It is important because we were all put here to serve someone or save someone. I'm going to say it again. We were all put here to serve someone or save someone. And it is based on your life experiences. And so God didn't make you a victim of domestic violence or allow you to be in that situation just for you to be in that situation, right? When you come out, who are you here to serve? Somebody say amen. Because I know I'm talking to somebody. See, we get so bogged down in our past. We get so bogged down in I'm not good enough. We get so bogged down in I don't, my past ain't great. I got skeletons in my closet. But see, what you don't know is that God will plate them skeletons in gold. God will make your skeletons your calling card. God will say, whatever you survived is now. He will turn your obstacles into your opportunities. You just got to see it. See, one of my favorite people, Harriet Tubman. You don't know. Slavery, they beat over the head. I didn't know this till recently that she was so beat over the head. Listen to me. That she couldn't even hardly focus. But she still went back and saved some people. See, we're all put here to serve someone or save someone. All of us. Do not deny your calling. You've got to do something about it. So if you want to get your products and services in front of more people, check out this link. It's bit.ly. What's next WSN? Somebody put it up for me. All caps. What's next WSN? We're about to do a 7-day, 96-hour teleconference. We're looking for speakers who want to tell their story about men and women, about that you can have it all in life. You can have it all. The theme of the telesummit is life, love, and legacy. And this is about helping everybody. All right, baby. See you later, Fatima. Yes, we're all meant to serve. Serve someone or save someone. And if you're ready to serve, then put your application in to be a speaker. We're looking for 1,000 men and women to attend this 7-day telesummit. We're going to find them. I can do a telesummit and get 500 people on myself. So I know with the number of speakers we have, we're going to have 1,000 to 2,000 people. If you want to get your products, services, voice in front of people to the next level, don't hold back. Because if not now, when? Right? Urgency. Urgency. Go out to that link and get your application in to be a speaker. Because you've got to do something in this season, right? Something different. If not now, then when? If not you, then who? Because see, we can't keep sitting back complaining about what we see on the news. You got to ask yourself, out of all of this I see, this foolishness, the environment, the economic situation, the political landscape, the economic downturn. You've got the children in the street fighting, children getting gunned down, poverty running amok. You've got to ask yourself, in all of that, what piece has God assigned to me? Good morning, Shan. What piece has God assigned to me to help with? Okay, very good. Welcome. And once you figure out what that piece is, you need to run toward it unabashedly, unashamed. You need to run towards it and pick it up. If God assigns you to feed 15 people, then feed that 15. Because if he see, you know the devil's already busy. If he assigns you to feed 15 and you feed your 15 and I feed my 15 and somebody else feeds their 15 and somebody else feeds their 15, what happens is the world is taken care of. And the world starts right outside your back door. The world is your community at large. My goal is to feed a minimum of 100 families every Thanksgiving. This November will be my 6th year. My goal is to provide a minimum of 100 toys, 100 blankets and socks and scarves to seniors. This will be my 6th year doing that. And so my community work is very important to me, but I know it takes money to feed people. And so I'm not ashamed of taking the gifts that God gave me, turning them into money so I can do what? My goal is to what? serve millions, so I can make millions, so I can give millions away. I'm not ashamed of my millionaire journey. I'm not ashamed of being in the pursuit of abundance. I refuse to hold my head down because God gave me gifts. I will use those gifts to the best of my abilities all the days of my life. And whoever don't like it can move around. And I just want to live a life that's God approved. You understand what I'm saying? I just want to get that stamp of approval from him. And I know I can't go wrong using his gifts. So check out those links. Today is the day you act with a sense of urgency. I know this phone's going to die for me, but I appreciate you, Cynthia. I love you. I would love to have you on the Telesummit. Just please get with me. Tommy, you're the sweetest person I know. Guys, do not miss this opportunity. Do not miss this opportunity to get in front of what God has given you. I want to make it to my millionaire journey so I can turn around and help 1 million people be millionaires. Check out the link. It's a Telesummit we're having, a 7-day Telesummit. And there's some other opportunities in there. I have an organization that serves about 5,000 women, over 5,000 women nationally. And so this is an opportunity to get involved, network, do something different, meet some more people, and really get your name and your brand out there. It's not a pitch or offer. It's just how I do business. I truly believe that God gives you greatness to share. Oh, thank you, Clarissa. My new sister, I truly believe that God, I'm in Houston, but we're going to be everywhere this year. We're going to be in North Carolina, about 5 cities, South Carolina, 7 or 8 cities in Florida. We're going to be all up and down the East Coast. I want to say New York, Connecticut, Jersey. I know for a fact Virginia and DC. I know for a fact Maryland. A lot of these, we're going to be everywhere. We're going to be everywhere. And guess what? We're open, men and women. It's going to be opportunities for everybody wherever we show up. So you got to break the fear. Get the F out. And the F is for fear, y'all. I'll be in Florida this summer. Me and the twins, it's their last summer, so they hitting the road with mama. But if you don't do anything else today, get the F out. And the F is for fear, fatigue, foolishness, fakery. Get it out of your life so you can show the F up. And the F is for family, finances, future, fitness, fun. Yes, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. But get the F out today so you can show the F up in all of the places it's important. Your finances, your future, your family. This is your life, and you've got to do something about it. Like Cynthia said today, urgency. Urgently. For all of you who followed me, thank you. I will see you later today. Let me go urgently get some work done before, yes, get the F out so you can show the F up, because that's why God put us here. Love you guys. See you later.